Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for July 2017. This month I'm working with two decks, but I'm also going to pull a card with some cards from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. I am doing weekly readings now. These are not readings that you can find on YouTube. You have to subscribe to my newsletter. It's completely free. You can send an email to news@channeledguidance.com. There's also a link on my website. I'm doing weekly readings. These are for earth, air, fire, and water. So I'm not doing for each sign, but I am doing for each element. And these are weekly, completely free. But again, you cannot find these on YouTube. Now, before we start the reading, you had quite a few jumping cards from all of the decks. So let me show you what came up for you. From this deck, you had two cards. The first one is Strength. So this tells me that for some of you, there could be something happening in July where you have to be really strong and you have to stop yourself from lashing out at somebody, at getting angry. You have to keep your cool. Now the other message that you have from the same deck is the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like here for some of you, your finances might be playing some part in your love life, whether, that could be creating arguments. For some of you, you might feel like you need more space. You need to focus more on yourself. From this deck, you had the Emperor, which to me this is all about stability. So for some of you, you may be needing more stability. You may be needing more commitment from your partner. You might be feeling like you have to take back your power, especially with this energy here from the Nine of Pentacles. Now from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, you also had quite a few jumping cards. The first card that you had, and they're actually all very similar. The first card that you had is Seek the Truth. So I feel like here, again, I feel like for some of you, when I first saw the card, when it jumped, I feel like don't be quick to judge a situation or someone in the month of July. There could be something where you really have to have an open mind and think things through to see the truth. The next jumping card that you had is Rest and Reconsider. So again, this kind of tells me that for some of you, you may not be ready to make a big decision or a big change. It's like you need some time to really think things through. Now, you also have this, Refusing to See. So for some of you, there's just something that a problem maybe that you don't want to see, or a decision that you don't want to make. So again, I feel like some of you may be doing some soul searching, and some of you may be having some clarity. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these back in the deck, and all the decks, and if they come up again, that would be a huge message for those of you that are going through these situations. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this deck. I'm going to get 9 cards. I've already properly shuffled. This is a love reading for the sign of Aquarius for July 2017. The first card that you have, Aquarius, is the Six of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius, July 2017. The Nine of Cups. Love reading for Aquarius, July 2017. The Wheel. Love reading for Aquarius, July 2017. The Star. Love reading for Aquarius, July 2017. The King of Pentacles. The Lovers. Love reading for Aquarius, July 2017. The Eight of Swords. Love reading for Aquarius, July 2017. The Queen of Wands. Love reading for Aquarius, July 2017. The World. Okay, so the card at the bottom of the deck is going to represent the main energy around your love life for July. And you have the Three of Cups. So for some of you, this can actually be marriage, it can be a pregnancy, but this also represents a lot of happiness, perhaps something that you're celebrating in the month of July. So you will see how this ties in with the rest of the reading. We'll go ahead and take it one roll at a time. Okay, so up here, let me just bring this card up. You have the Six of Swords. So I always feel like the first card, it kind of sets the theme for the rest of the reading. And this card, is about moving forward. This card is about moving on, especially moving on from something really painful. Moving on for something really challenging. This can actually be about movement, or you're traveling, or someone is traveling to see you. But it does mean that, you're finally leaving a really difficult situation behind. Now, this is, next to another really positive card. You have the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card. So I feel like for some of you, you've been really hoping, wishing for something very specific to happen, whether it's for someone to propose, for someone to return, for someone to ask you to move in. This is the wish card. So whatever you've been wishing for manifests for you. And all of these cards up here so far are very positive. So I feel like for some of you that where you have been hoping and wishing to see a change in your relationship, in your love life, you're seeing that movement. You're getting out. Perhaps for some of you, because this card is here, you've been hoping to move on from, a challenging situation, a relationship. You could be, celebrating that you're finally leaving that behind, with the Three of Cups being the main energy. Not only that, but you also have the Wheel. So the Wheel is a major arcana, and it does mean movement. So you have two cards here indicating movement in your love life. Positive movement, because you do have the Nine of Cups, which not only represents your wishes being granted, but it also represents a lot of happiness. Being immensely happy about something. Again, you're celebrating something positive. It could be a reunion, but it could also just be that you're healing something in a relationship. You're able to work things out. But some of you are moving forward in your love life, either because you're healing or because you're meeting somebody new. Okay, let's move on to this row here. You've got the Star, the King of Pentacles, and the Lovers card. So interesting, you have two major arcanas. Whenever I see two major arcanas, I always look at what's right in the middle, and what you have is a Court card. So you have the King of Pentacles. So this could be someone, male or female, who is an earth sign. So for some of you, since you're an air sign, this could be someone that you're dating, or this can be your romantic partner, your spouse. There's an earth sign that's very significant. And look at what they're surrounded by. First, you've got the Star card, which is a lot like the Nine of Cups. So there is a strong message in this reading of your wishes being granted. This is a card of hopes and wishes. It also represents divine guidance, but I always feel like this is a lot like the Nine of Cups, except it's a major arcana, so it's a stronger influence. Your hopes and wishes are being manifested. That has something to do with someone who is an earth sign. Now on the other side, you have the Lovers card, which does represent a significant relationship, perhaps a commitment, perhaps a marriage. For some of you, you may be celebrating a relationship with this earth sign. This earth sign is kind of, I feel like for those who are single, any earth signs that you meet in the month of July could be the one. This could be, the person that you have been looking for. They embody all the qualities that you've been hoping for in a partner. Again, you're celebrating something regarding this earth sign. Now, the Lovers card can also represent having to choose between partners. And I kind of felt like I should mention that because of what I'm seeing right here. You've got not only an earth sign, you've got a fire sign. I know I'm jumping ahead here, but you do have another Court card, a fire sign, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. For some of you, you could be deciding between partners, where again, you're very happy with your decision here with the Star and the Nine of Cups and the Three of Cups as a main energy. You're happy with your decision. Or maybe you've been in a situation where maybe an earth sign or a fire sign has been in your way regarding your relationship. Maybe those who are dating or those who are living together. I expect this works out in your favor with these two cards here, the Star and the Lovers card. Now, interesting enough, you have another major arcana down here. So I feel like there's a lot of strong energy around you in the month of July. Because you do have the Wheel, the Star, the Lovers, and the World. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. That's a lot of significant energy around you. But it is a positive energy of wishes coming true. Finally see movement. The movement you have been wanting to see. And since this is a general reading, it's hard to say what that is. Some of you, again, are wanting to meet someone, or wanting to get married, or wanting someone to choose you. I feel like if there is a choosing, like choose me, I feel like you like the decision the person makes. I do feel like it's complicated. Moving on to the next row, you have the Eight of Swords. This is an energy of feeling stuck. I don't usually get indecisive from this card, but that is what I'm getting. Someone may feel, you know, like I can't make that decision. This is really difficult. And with the Suit of Swords, everything is difficult. So this can be, you know, someone feeling stuck. This can be somebody, you know, with this movement up here. This won't apply to everyone, but it could be, you know, somebody moving away from a relationship. And it could be you, but could also be someone that you're interested in, where maybe they are seeing someone else and they're moving away from that partner. It's difficult, but I feel like if that applies to you, and I just get a strong message from that for some of you, there is maybe someone that you're interested in where there's someone else, whether, you know, because they're dating someone or they're married, where that might be coming to an end. You do have the World as the final card. Ironically, it is the last card of the Major Arcana, and this does represent endings. Something coming to an end, just naturally played itself out. And this is next to the Queen of Wands, so someone who's a fire sign, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. Again, a very difficult situation, and something where someone feels stuck. You feel like your hands are tied behind your back. You can't do anything, but there is this energy here of some type of ending. But the World is also, you know, the energy of victory, because you're finally moving on. So I feel like so far these cards are telling you happiness, wishes coming true, a lot of movement here and here, and in the World, you're finally moving on when it comes to your love life. Let me get some more cards for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for July 2017? I feel like this card wants to be picked, and you have the Knight of Swords. Love reading for Aquarius, July 2017. Wow, you have another one, but this is your energy. Queen of Swords. Lots of court cards showing up for you. Nine of Wands. Okay, so we do have your energy in this reading. The Queen of Swords. Aquarius is an air sign, and the Queen of Swords is your energy. So male or female, here you are. Now your energy came out with the Knight of Swords, which can represent, you know, this, again, there is that word again, movement. There is some positive movement happening in your love life. Going back to the main energy, this is what you want. This is happiness. You're celebrating something positive. Again, with a Star card and the Nine of Cups, this is whatever's happening for you is happening very quickly. The Knight of Swords represents a lot of things, a lot of new developments, but could also be impulsive thoughts, impulsive decisions. I feel like that is what you need, because for some of you, you may be playing it safe. You have the Nine of Wands. So for some of you, you may be feeling afraid to trust somebody. With the Nine of Wands, you have your guard up. You're afraid. You don't want to trust. You just want to protect yourself. So this could be letting somebody in. This could be taking somebody in from the past. Again, there's the energy here of a lot of movement, your wishes being granted. Perhaps someone feeling stuck and feeling like, you know, I can't do this, my hands are tied, there's no way out of the situation. But I feel, you know, because you have the Nine of Wands, that for some of you, this is because of fear. You're just protecting yourself, when really, you know, with your energy, you should be moving forward. You should be making impulsive decisions. You should be jumping on whatever it is your heart is telling you. Let's go ahead and see what the other deck wants to tell you. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for July 2017? You have the Empress. Love reading for Aquarius, July 2017. The King of Wands. So now you have the Queen and the King. Love reading for Aquarius, July 2017. And the Ace of Pentacles. And at the bottom of this deck, you have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands can be competition. It can be fighting and bickering. I feel, I was getting from these court cards here that for some of you there could be competition where you're hoping somebody chooses you, or you may be interested in someone else. The energy of the Five of Pentacles can be competition, but can also be bickering and just kind of very petty energy. For some of you, that might have something to do with what we're seeing in this reading. But you also have the Empress. So this is a card of abundance, and she's telling you that in the month of July there can be immense happiness. And I already see that again with the Nine of Cups, the Star, the Wheel. Everything is here for you to be happy. And she represents, love, happiness. For some of you, pregnancy, marriage. She just represents a lot of abundance. This is the card of abundance. A fire sign, again. You have the King and the Queen of Wands here. So again, for those who are single, there's a strong message of a fire sign being significant to you. For those who are already coupled, this could be your partner. If they're not a fire sign, it could be that one of you is in the energy of this energy. You're in the energy of a fire sign. So you're very enthusiastic, a lot of high energy, optimism. With the Knight of Swords coming up for you, I feel like that is the energy that you should be in. Instead of this energy that we see down here where you're playing it safe and you're afraid to make decisions, you're afraid to trust. So it could be if you're not with a fire sign, or if you're not single, that they're encouraging this energy. This is a very strong energy. Again, very uplifted, positive, and self-confident. Now you also have an Ace, the Ace of Pentacles. So this can mean that anything can happen for you in the month of July. This is new beginnings. This is blessings kind of, happening for you, like unexpected miracles just kind of landing in your lap. Such as, someone from the past returning with no warning. Suddenly there they are again. Or if a relationship had been going downhill, suddenly everything changes. I feel like expect the unexpected with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some cards from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart I've already shuffled. And let's see what comes up for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for July 2017? Flow. So I feel like, with this message, they're saying just let things happen. I also feel like they're saying just let emotions flow. There is this, fear-based energy. Let me just put the card down here. There is this fear-based energy here. Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands. Feeling stuck, being afraid to put your guard down. For some of you, the message is just let your emotions flow. Allow yourself to trust what your heart is telling you. Allow yourself to trust what the person you love is telling you. Let's see what other messages come up for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for July 2017? Opportunity beckons. So for some of you, the first thing that came up is for some of you, you could have an opportunity to fix something. Again, this can be someone from the past where you're able to heal a relationship and get back together. For others, it could be that this is with your existing partner, where there's an opportunity for you to fix things. There's an opportunity for you to heal things. And again, you have to, have an open mind. You did have these very synchronistic cards that jump for you that I showed you at the beginning of the reading. Again, some of you may be afraid to do that. You may want to play it safe with the Nine of Wands being here. You may feel stuck with the Eight of Swords being here. But there's definitely opportunities. Remember, you also have the Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, and just kind of, miracles just landing in your lap when it comes to your love life. Okay, let's get one more. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for July 2017? Wow, so this is one of the cards that jump for you, and here it is again. Seek the truth. So for some of you, again, there's something that maybe you don't want to see, and ironically, there was a card that jumped that actually had the words you don't want to see or something like that. If you go back to the video, you'll see it. Some of you here, like there's something deeper that you need to understand about your love life. There's something deeper you need to understand about your partner. There's definitely, an opportunity for you to move forward, and you do have a lot of movement in this reading. With the messages up here, with the Six of Swords, the Wheel, the Knight of Swords, that's a lot of movement. But for some of you, you may feel like there is no movement with the Eight of Swords. So I feel like those that feel stuck, you need to find a way. Where you feel stuck as far as moving forward in a relationship, or maybe moving on from a relationship. There's something deeper that you need to see here. Allow yourself to see what is really going on. Okay, Aquarius, this has been your love reading for July 2017. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.